Okay, now we're good. We're live.
Excellent. Yippee! I think you should get into the watch together, by the
Thanks.
way, everybody, if you haven't.
I already am.
I
Excellent.
might later on. I am not feeling very
I'm playing atmospheric music, that's it.
music-y right now, yeah.
Alright.
Sorrel's character sheet, because I still wasn't sure whether we were actually playing tonight.
Yeah.
So it is not 100% finished, but it's in
That's
a
fine.
it's in a state where I can play the game. I can roll
Yeah.
checks, I can do
We're not
combat.
gonna be doing anything crazy, so that does bring me to my next question, actually. Since Ven is not gonna be here, do we want to world build for the rest of the continent, or do we want to just jump straight into the campaign? I would like to do at least some world building, just so I have some more like collaborative stuff to go off of. I would feel kind of bad if if we built the history of Korth together, and then for the rest of Tyr it was basically just me.
I mean, we did a lot of world building for basically everywhere except for Virat, so...
Yeah, I mean, if you...
I'm okay with us real quickly doing some Rabat stuff and then getting into the game.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me pull up the Fabula Ultima handbook. I spent the entire time that I was gonna spend prepping for the campaign watching the Artemis 2 stream with bated breath with D. Not sure why my scroll button just randomly stopped working.
Yeah, Artemis 2!
Yeah! They successfully made it home. They were being extracted from their capsule in the middle of the Pacific Ocean when I had to come here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Welcome home, astronauts.
Yeah!
Absolutely. Okay. So Rabat is this region at the top right of the crescent. It's very craggly sort of terrain. It's very wet. And the general idea of the place is that it's super diverse in terms of the demographics of the people that live there. There's all of the beast races there. There's all of the goblinoids there, etc., etc. But each little group has its own little in-group, its own little settlement. And they're all kind of not vying for power, but it's very in-group, out-group. There is technically a capital. It is technically a nation. There's a capital of Shahar right there in the middle of the river delta. But the government is very weak on account of nobody basically each little settlement kind of has its own rules within Rabat. So that being said, we will jump into the magic and technology part of the world building. What do you think about the magic and technology there? What's the infrastructure like? What makes it unique?
I kind of imagine their, level of, average magical access to be about on par with, Lariad.
Yeah.
That is to say, on the kind of lower end.
Sure.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
I'm thinking that as a, they haven't been spending a lot of time, really,
pursuing it?
Yeah, pursuing it. It's been a lot more, they've been, for the most part, more dedicated to, preserving their individual cultures and, vying for power.
Yeah. Do we think they have any magical infrastructure, or is it all low-tech stuff?
I think there can and should be some magical infrastructure, but
Yep.
what form does that take?
The Balsaric Empire is very highly magical. They've had a lot of time, a lot of peacetime to focus on, like, essentially, like, having a little renaissance over there. So it's possible that maybe, enlightened individuals from the Balsaric Empire have been trying to introduce, more magical elements to the, struggling folks of Ravat.
Mm-hmm. There have been efforts.
Yeah.
Have those efforts necessarily been successful remains to be seen. Though I am having one reservation.
Hmm.
It feels a little bit weird to make the nation that is comprised mostly of beast folk the least technological nation.
I don't think they're necessarily the least technological nation. I think they're just like on par with Lariad.
Oh, with Lariat, never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
It's possible that they have like, each little group has their own, culture around magic. And it's just that it's very like fragmented. Not that it's necessarily like low tech. It's just very fragmented.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think
okay.
the magical access will probably like within Rabat very, very highly depending on like what group you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe some group is like all for it and they've got like as many of the bells and whistles as they've got access to. Maybe some group like doesn't like magic at all and thinks it's stinky.
Yeah. Like I know Kira was needed to find someone to apprentice under from the Volstaric Empire. And it's possible that like, the lizard folk aren't super big into magic, but maybe their neighbors, the Aarakocra, totally are.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
I got
Maybe
it.
some groups have like a very modern Mongolia approach to technology, which is to say, artificing,
Mhm.
which is to say, they will use it freely and frequently when it is genuinely a quality of life improvement or a labor saver. But there's also a very strong culture of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, especially regarding like architecture and agrarian methods.
Like the
Yeah.
folks on the Mongolian steppe who have extremely high-speed Wi-Fi and drones, but they still live in yurts.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like,
The yurts are comfy enough.
yurts are fine, but high-speed internet, ooh.
That shit rules.
Absolutely. Oh, Wilbur just stretched real good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Zelda, any thoughts?
That sounds good to me.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm
Right.
both maybe finishing up the character sheet and trying to pay attention, but no, I think that
Right.
level of technology
On-
makes sense. I like it.
On the subject of
Mhm.
the Mongolian steppes,
Sure.
what cultures do we think are nomadic and which ones are not?
I think the hobgoblins are obviously inclined to being nomadic.
Mm-hmm. I think it makes sense for gnolls to stay nomadic.
Nomadic, if you will.
Nomadic, yeah.
I think it would be fun if the bird folk, the like owlin and the Aarakocra, were more given to being nomads as well.
Mhm.
I like it.
It sounds like if a lot of cultural groups in Ravat are nomadic, that's probably why the government has such a hard time like having any decent amount of control. Is that everybody's kind of moving around all the time.
Yeah.
And it is
yeah.
difficult to enforce leadership that way.
Is there a particular group that makes up a lot of the government in Shahar that like I'm not like what group is like most involved in that?
I don't know, probably one that's not as nomadic, so has had, more of an inclination to, like, focus on, governing a nation over, like, getting to the next spot.
Can
Could
we
always
have?
be. Oh, good.
I was gonna say, can we have orcs in government?
I was gonna recommend shifters actually.
Oh,
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think we've already established orcs as coastal nomads, actually. So,
no,
Yeah, I was gonna
never
point
mind
that
that.
out.
I mean, which is not to say there are no orcs in government, but
A
sorry,
small
continue.
orcish diaspora hanging out in Shahar.
Yeah.
I think
I
shifters making up the government would be cool because they share a lot of trades with a lot of the can't think of the word. I keep wanting to say beast tribes because
resources?
it's not Final Fantasy 14. Thank you.
Lol.
And they also share some more human traits, which humans tend to settle down a bit more. So I think that would be a cool thing.
I know
Maybe that's why a lot of the, like, primarily beast races of Ravat maybe, like, don't trust the government so much because it's made up of shifters who look like them but aren't like them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I know we also just talked about like hobgoblins being more nomadic, but I also think it would be fitting and funny if a lot of hobgoblins wound up in Ravashan politics just because of their habit of clumping together and organizing.
That would be funny. So yeah, maybe it's like mostly hobgoblins who are like, let's make a functioning, group out of this. And everybody else is just kind of like, we're kind of just happy in our own little groups, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk historical events.
Okay.
What great historical events do we think have shaped Ravat?
Is a good question.
Am I feel like my brain is like wanting to remember a tidbit about like Ravat like once being part of the Volsaric Empire and then breaking off to become its own thing.
Actually, the Volsaric Empire is currently trying to include it in itself.
Annex.
It's never been part of the Volsaric Empire, but the Volsaric Empire would sure like for it to be.
Damn, I was gonna mention perhaps that Ravat used to be bigger, but has been pushed back by the Volsaric Empire, but that doesn't.
That could
quite
also be
work.
cool.
Well, yes, it does
Ooh.
technically work with this. Yeah.
What if Shahar was established as like a quote unquote unified capital due to the Volsaric Empire trying to like annex it in
Yeah.
the past? So some like a lot of the population got together and decided, yeah, this will probably be a good idea, but in the intervening years, less and less have been like really paying attention to it. They're just like, do we really?
I could definitely see like this area being kind of like not like in contention, like not that there's like a border dispute, but just the Volsaric Empire being like hey, like you should totally join us. Let us take care of you. Stop resisting.
Congratulations, you're being adopted.
Yeah, primarily focusing their efforts on like this location since it's like fairly far from the like more like real fragmented parts of the country, and it's like and so maybe Shahar is established to be like, okay, we need to like get our act together or the dwarves are gonna move in.
Yeah, maybe that area there is actually currently at risk of falling, and Ravat might actually be giving that up shortly to put up a more strategic defense around Shahar.
Yeah, with the river especially.
Yeah.
I think Shahar's current position is like the 4th time they've moved the capital.
Yeah.
4th or
Yeah.
5th, maybe 6th.
So there's like just several cities along like there's sorry, buffering words mouth. There's like several cities in Ravat that were once the capital. There's like this used to be Shahar, but now it's like
It's
It's
Istanbul,
been-
not Constantinople.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it used to be Shahar, but now it's a massive monthly market for the
Yeah, that's mostly just their gathering place.
now it's just a gathering place. No one really goes in the old citadel anymore.
hmm It's so funny that you called it that because the capital of Lariat is just called Citadel.
LOL.
The humans aren't great at naming things.
No.
The someone from Rabat is just like, you realize you named your city after a architectural structure, right?
And the humans are just like that, like, stop having fun meme where the guy just, like, grows really big and gives him a thumbs up and then goes back to playing on the TV.
That's funny. You're funny.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Cody, any thoughts on the history of Ravat? My controller is done charging.
Excellent. Trying to think of something that we haven't played with yet. We've got this conflict going on with the Volsaric Empire.
A model train set.
Well,
Why, Cody, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why is the Volsaric Empire trying to get their hands on Ravat so hard?
What resource could they have that's
River, coast.
Remember, the Volsaric Empire has like
True.
most of the coast, pound for pound, of the place. So
Yeah, but if they had Ravat, it would be easier for them to reach the Central Ocean.
they do have mountains and shit in the way.
Yeah, it's prime port territory for trading along the Central Ocean.
Mhm.
Not to lift too heavily from the headlines, but maybe Ravat has realized that. Maybe,
Ooh, maybe Ravat's like growing in power lately.
Starting to really monetize travel back and forth from Korith.
Yeah.
yeah, back
Yeah.
and forth from Korith, back and forth from, anything that's coming over the Central Ocean to the Volsaric has to either go around the Horn to the shitty northern mountains,
Mm-hmm.
or has to pass through Ravat waters to get to the inland sea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, just like
So, sorry.
Yeah, because basically the only place to land in the Volsaric Empire would really be like right here, and that's very close to Ravat.
yeah. Just looking at like the Volsaric Empire's like inner like coastline. If they took Ravat, they would basically be able to cut the amount of time they spend trading with Foros, like traveling by like a third.
Yeah, true.
Because they could just like skirt around the Sea of Glass instead of having to go all the way around the Arcanix.
Convenience is a powerful motivator. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's currently economically inconvenient to deal with Revat as on their terms, and so I think the historical event I want to add is that there has been... Okay, this is so George Lucas centering
Lol.
episode 1 around a trade dispute, but I think there is a trade dispute. I think
Yay!
Revat has like imposed some...
Maybe like a serious export tax or something.
Yeah, Revat is charging through the nose for exports and use of their travel routes.
Yeah. Because, like, if the Volsaric Empire had, Revat's land, then, they'd basically have access to the, like, inner coastline all the way up to the, like, Sargside Mountains, via the river.
Hmm. They would be able to essentially control all trade coming from this. Well, all trade coming from the Central Ocean if they were able to like extend their reach into like this area between Revat and Korath as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'd be able to control everything, essentially everything coming into the continent.
That's quite something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sick. All right. Okay, so let's talk enigmas and mysteries. What are some questions left unanswered and truths that are now indistinguishable from legend?
I think there's a megalodon there.
There's a megalodon there hanging out.
There's
Hell yeah,
a,
brother.
There's a megalodon there.
What if Revat actually has like one of the last remaining populations of dinosaurs?
That would be sick.
I
Fuck
would love
yeah!
that. I love dinosaurs so
Yeah!
much. Fuck yes, absolutely, yes. Nobody probably knows why. Why they went extinct everywhere else, but here.
Oh, I'm
but...
gonna say nobody knows why you love dinosaurs.
No,
Because they're sick as
no,
fuck.
it's
Next
such a
question.
mystery. Yeah, I'm totally not autistic. Totally.
And how did they domesticate some of them? Not
Yeah.
all of them. Some of them.
Some of them. Dude, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Why dinosaurs can be domesticated in Revat but nowhere else?
I think that they should have been able to domesticate ankylosaurs and use them as pack animals.
I think ankylosaurs would be phenomenally dangerous to use as pack animals, considering they have a club that can kill a man on impact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're cute
but
though.
it is great for keeping bandits away.
You could do that with a good old-fashioned hadrosaur. Get an Edmontosaurus in there.
You could just do that with like bows and arrows and shit. If this helps.
I'm thinking about that one. Kenji, you haven't seen this one bit, but there's a bit in that one dinosaur documentary where a relative of Quetzalcoatlus is like casually plucking baby hadrosaurs from a nest, and the mom rushes in, grabs it, and just thrashes it like a dog and kills that thing. Just choke slams it.
Bye. Incredible. I don't know. I'll have to take some important research data from Paleopines.
So if Revat is the bestial area, I think that's where the Hassan should be, and I think that's where I think they should have a particular dinosaur that they have bonded with,
Yes.
because I think that would be very cool. I
The
don't know which
legally
one.
distinct Vieira.
Yeah.
Each Vieira warrior befriends a Utah raptor
Exactly.
Absolutely.
and
Well,
They
rides it in
fulfill
battle.
probably like the mounted combatant style here.
I have a question about Hassan.
Yep.
How do Hassan feel about Harengon?
It depends. Are they as inflexible here as they are in the other game that I can't think of the name of for some fucking reason? I'm so
Final
sorry.
Fantasy 14? Oh.
Well, I meant our other D&D game, but yeah,
Oh.
same thing.
What's inflexible about the Harengon?
Not the Harengon, Hassan.
Hassan.
Oh.
The legally distinct Vieira.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't remember the Harengon being that deep.
No. The Viera in our Fabula Ultimate game, not the Viera, the Hasen, have a. I keep doing that.
Yay.
If I say Viera, I mean Hasen. But the Hasen in our Fabula Ultimate game are like very, very much, just about themselves, and probably would not like Harengon very much. But I don't know if the culture here would be the same, because the culture from the Fabula Ultimate game was built due to their isolation, and they wouldn't be as isolated here.
I feel like it would still be the same on account of everybody kind of hating each other.
Okay, cool.
You know what
Then
I
yeah,
mean?
they probably don't like Harengon very much.
Yeah.
They probably have an uneasy alliance right now because there's a fucking common enemy right now, but they probably are not a big fan of them.
3 horns never play with long necks.
Hell yeah. Cody, any thoughts about enigmas or mysteries?
I think there should be a story going around Rivat, an old folktale about a rat.
If you give a
A
mouse
rat
cookie,
or a rat folk?
A rat folk.
Okay.
if you give a rat folk a cookie, they'll want some milk to go with it.
And I think this legendary rat folk said to be a Renaissance man of the highest caliber who's like good at a little bit of everything and offers to teach his skills only to the very most worthy. And everyone's super hyped to like locate this guy and apprentice under him.
Hell yeah.
We get there and he's apprenticing for what's the turtle race? Is it just turtle?
Turtle? Yeah.
Yeah,
I almost just straight up said tortoise.
Yeah,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
exactly.
Yeah, there's a legendary figure named... I don't want to name him Dangerous Beans. I always name the rats Dangerous Beans.
I think you should name him Dangerous Beans.
Hell yeah.
I'm not your boss.
I think I'm going to name him after one of my real rats and say his name is Mika.
Yeah, Mika! Very cute.
Excellent.
Excellent. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Now that we've established Mika the Great, of course. Somebody tell me about terrible threats that cast a shadow over Rivat.
Aside from
Maybe
the
aside from the
looming colonialism.
aside from the looming colonialism from a much stronger, much bigger nation. We're
And the
talking
dinosaurs
environmental
that roam.
disasters, tree-hungry deities, clouds of corrupting miasma.
I think given
Prophesied coming of the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
I think given their like biome as described and probably their like very low like sea level what's the term? Altitude? Whatever.
Yeah.
Elevation.
Elevation.
Rivat is probably very prone to flooding.
True.
Yeah. Along the rivers, it's great because
Until the rivers
as-
flood.
No, even the flooding of the rivers is great for agriculture. Flooding along the coast, though, not very nice. Not very good. Flooding in places that are not the river is not good.
I don't know if a river escaping its bed and washing away any riverside villages is good for agriculture.
Okay,
Well,
I'm making reference to Egypt.
It's entirely possible too that any riverside villages, like any long-standing buildings, would be built on stilts or whatever you call the
Or
thing
just
on it.
far enough away from the river because, like, historically they've had villages get swept away, and they're like, okay, we need to. Next time we build a village, we'll build it further away from the river.
Fun
Yeah.
fact.
But
Sorry. But in the but near the Yellow River in China, if you look down through the sedimentary layers around the Yellow River, you can find layers upon layers of villages that got flooded, buried beneath the silt, and just got built back up on top of
Incredible.
oh,
Well,
several times.
maybe that's a thing.
maybe the flooding is getting worse. Like they rebuilt their village to be far away enough away from the flooding, and then that village got flooded, and they were like, okay, so it gets this bad, and they keep doing that over and over and over again, and every single time the flooding eventually catches them.
Mm.
And then our village sank into the swamp, and then we built it again, and then it fell over and sank into the swamp. Then we built it again.
Caught fire, fell over and sank into the swamp. That introduces an interesting question: is why is the flooding getting worse? What's
Megalodon.
to say?
The megalodons are
throwing
angry.
it back down there.
Yeah.
Don't mind
Yeah,
them. They're in
why
the
is
middle of
the
throwing
flood-
it back.
There hasn't been increased rainfall. There hasn't been increased
Like snow
snow
melt or
from
anything.
the rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Get out of my
Wilbur.
head.
He woke up from his nap and came to say hi.
Hell yeah. What's Smudge up to?
Probably sleeping. He's not bothering me right now.
Hey, Wilbur.
What if, and I think this goes under like mysteries, like nobody would know why.
Hmm.
What if there's a connection to the plane of water there, and
Mm.
maybe normal people don't know about that, and that's what's causing it. But even those who have studied it, and like the rare few that do know, don't know how it fucking got there. It's just
Yeah.
there.
Plane of water sprung a leak.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And when it gets unstable, that's when the flooding happens, and it gets more and more unstable every fucking time.
Actually, you
But
know
that's
what?
just a theory.
Sorry, I just remembered you and me talking about like planar portals, Genji, and talking about how portals to the plane of air will sometimes open briefly amid like the eyes of tornadoes or very bad storms.
Mm-hmm.
So what if the weather were going crazy in Ravat because a naturally occurring portal to the plane of water was malfunctioning somehow, creating more humidity, more flooding, causing an increase of storms, which then get exacerbated by repeated openings of portals to the plane of air.
Mm.
I like
For
that.
giving elemental chaos, I can dig it.
Yeah.
What if at one point there was a tsunami of sorts, and that was the like disaster that opened the portal, and then should have normally closed and all of that, but it didn't.
Hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
So we've got a sinking peninsula here, fighting to not be annexed while also trying to figure out how the fuck to not sink.
Sounds like somebody else I know. Hold up the Bicey Bog.
Yeah.
All I can think of is that one meme I showed Kenji on TikTok. That was just the audio, just like, it's
Lord.
wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!
Fireball!
And then 18 monsoons hit, where the fuck was it? Philippines?
Oh, yeah. Fun fact, the only difference between a cyclone, a hurricane, and a typhoon is the ocean in which it originates.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Neat.
Cyclones are from the Pacific Ocean, hurricanes are in the Atlantic Ocean, typhoons are in the Southern and Indian Oceans.
Damn, I
Hmm.
blame Pokemon for making me think that typhoons were just really, 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 really like colossally bad hurricanes.
I mean, they definitely can be.
Yeah.
Wilbur, can I help you?
Yeah, he wants kisses.
He wants whatever is on the ground in here. Okay. Cody, any thoughts on major threats? Go on, buddy.
Big capybara.
Big capybara. Wilbur, scoot your fucking boot. You freak.
Wilbur.
He's very cute.
Why do
I
I have a
think-
-1 to my attack rolls?
Well,
Oh no, I don't. I see what happened there. Okay, never mind.
I think on at least one, I think on at
there
least
we
one
go.
occasion in Ravat, a water spout accidentally launched a megalodon significantly inland.
Oh God.
you heard it here first, folks. Freshwater megalodons.
Looks like seafood's back on the menu.
Luckily, nobody was killed, but a lot of people were surprised.
There's just a cat there who's like about to chow down on a regular-sized fish, and just a megalodon lands right in front of it, on top of the fish.
Just, oh dear God! There's like some like fisherman just like sitting on the dock, just like, man, I'm not gonna find nothing today. And then the megalodon just lands right by his house, and he's just like, holy fuck!
Hogging.
Yeah. Oh, the weather's getting nice. I can't wait to go fishing again.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Trans
Actually,
girl likes fishing. Are you some kind of stereotype?
Hey, listen, hey,
Stereotypes of it?
maybe, probably, yes.
Zelda, what's your
Uh-huh.
favorite kind of fish to catch?
I haven't caught a lot of varieties because we always go to the same place, and we do shore fishing, so you only end up catching the small ones nearby. There's technically walleye and catfish in the lake, but we never get to pull those up.
Yo.
I constantly pull up perch and bluegill, bluegill, and crappie. Crappie.
I know
is-
them bitches from Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Well,
Um.
I hope you get to go fishing soon.
Thank
I
you.
agree.
What else?
Oh, I don't know. I hit the wrong button and opened the inspect element menu, and I don't know what's
no.
happening.
Oh God, no. Hacker voice. I'm in.
Hacker voice. I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
Hacker voice. What?
That is it for the old world building flowchart in Fabio Ultimate. Does anybody have any final thoughts on Ravad?
I like it.
Now that we've put it through the fucking
Like-
ringer.
Really, really big capybara.
Hell yeah, brother.
Worshipped by the capybara folk.
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
big capybara who makes all of the rules.
Right. Pow.
Yay!
Ow.
We're back.
Welcome back to Quarith,
Welcome back to Korra.
Queerith,
Queerith.
Queernathus.
Exactly.
I was about to say, wait, hold on, Carnathus. That sounds familiar because it's fucking Carnathus. I was thinking like, oh, that sounds like a Skyrim city I've heard before. No, I'm just dumb.
You're not dumb.
You're not dumb.
Alright. That being said, is everybody ready to officially begin our campaign?
Yeah!
Ready? Yeah.
Yippee! Okay, we are going to go ahead and have a bit of a split start. So I know I literally just said, whoa, everybody get ready. But we are going to go ahead and zoom in on the docks in Carnathus. Okay. A large boat, a large like cargo freighter, with deep purple sails, pulls into the docks in the city of Carnathus, here in the middle-ish of the North Island of Korath. It's a bustling dock. Everybody's moving and grooving. There's ships coming in left and right. And walking down the gangplank is our lovely friend, Percy.
Yay!
Would you like to describe your character and what he's up to?
Yes. Percy, a young human man in his like early 20s. Uncommonly handsome, blonde hair, green eyes, hair's tied back in like a low ponytail, like a fruit.
Great.
Like a fruit. Not a blemish in sight. His both his clothing and equipment seem practically new. As he steps off the gangplank.
Mhm.
And is immediately taken in by the hustle and bustle of the docks.
Mhm. What do you think distracts him first?
Probably like a stray dog or a stray cat or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Something about
cat
it.
runs off the gangplank between his feet.
He's just
Alright.
Sorry,
Percy,
I
what
didn't
does...
mean to take that
Sorry,
moment.
go ahead.
No,
Percy,
I
what
didn't mean to
distracts
say
you
that.
next after encountering a stray cat who lets you pet it?
after following the stray cat for a bit until it deigns to allow him to pet it. He spots a fruit stand that is selling some fresh fruit, and he sure could go for some fruit that is not citrus after
Oh yeah.
several months of being on a boat.
Alright.
It's fucking yummy though.
Yeah. Percy, what fruit do you buy?
Let's go with a pear.
The pear. Hell yeah. It's the first pear you've had in like 3 months. Or more.
It's excellent. He compliments the fruit stand seller and pays them and carries on his way.
The fruit stand seller looks at you with a strange look and says, "Oh, I didn't grow these." Oh, he's already gone. All right. Well, there he goes. Anyway. All right. And as you are ambling joyfully down into the streets of Korath after your months-long boat ride, being able to stretch your legs really for the first time and be surrounded by hustle and bustle, you receive a tap on the shoulder.
Oh, hello.
You're approached by an old man wearing a black hooded cloak, holding a little box. That guy show up? I just can't tell.
Old
yeah, he did,
man.
Okay.
That
Old man.
do not take a bite out of any apple he offers.
Well, I already have my pear.
Oh, damn, it's him.
No, man.
It's unsuspicious George. Hello, can I help you?
It's unsuspicious George from those Pixar shorts.
Absolutely. The old man looks up at you through his very wrinkly eyebrows, Percy, and he says, "Hang on, I have to do voices and shit." He says, "Hello, Sonny. Would you care for a souvenir? I sense that this is your first time in Carnathis. I have a very interesting little box here. It contains a treasure map."
Ooh.
Yes, very interesting. And fortunately for you, it only opens for the pure of heart.
Oh my.
Would you like to give it a try?
Sure, that
You
sounds
can have-
fun.
If it opens for you, you can have whatever is inside.
Sure, that sounds like fun. Have you been able to open it?
Oh, I've lived a very long life. I don't think I could stand to try. As he proffers the box to you.
Percy takes the box with one hand, and sort of juggling the box in his pear, he will try to
Well-
open it.
He's juggling the box in his pear, and he accidentally opens the pear and takes a bite out of the box.
Chomp. Oh, hey, it's open.
Oh,
Through
look,
the
there's a
cartoon,
hole in the top. How did you not see this?
through the big
Percy, you
cartoon bite
hold
mark.
Percy, you hold this box in your hand, and it actually pops open instantly. The
Oh,
lock kind of just like crumbles away.
I think I broke the lock. I'm terribly sorry.
The old man actually claps his hands in delight. He says, I have been looking for someone to open this box for a very long time. I am delighted to see that it is finally opened. Here, take what's inside. And inside the little box is a folded up piece of really old and kind of fragile looking parchment.
Oh.
And on it is actually what appears to be a blank map of Korith, and as you're holding it in your hands, it like seems to like magically zoom in on the topmost
Whoa.
area of Korith. Do you have any thoughts about this?
Wowzers.
That was one. You got your one free Wowzers ticket.
I'm gonna keep
Um,
saying wowzers and you can't stop me.
Wowzers.
Wowzers.
God damn it. And as you're holding the map and it zooms in, 12 glowing spots essentially appear in a circle around the like outsides of the square map. And the topmost circle, or the topmost little spot, begins glowing brighter than the rest, and the old man says, well, I spoke the truth. It is a treasure map. I think you should go and follow it.
Oh, fantastic. I love a good adventure. Do you want this box back?
You like look up from the map to ask the guy if he wants the box back, and he's gone.
Huh.
I don't like it.
All right.
I'm sure that's fine. Percy tucks the parchment into somewhere. His inventory.
Yeah.
Into his mythical hammer space.
Exactly. Shoves it right into the prison pocket.
Absolutely.
Along with the box, and goes back to his stroll while eating the pear.
Oh yeah. Did I not upload this guy? I'm a fool. Even I'm a fool. Anyway. Meanwhile, the rest of you are converging on a particular spot within Carnathus. I have it written down somewhere. I'm a fool. Anyway, give me a second. Okay, but the rest of you are all on your way to the office of one Professor Dvali Krupp. You've all accepted a job to retrieve an artifact from some ruins of like a settlement from the quote-unquote old country in the northern tip of the island. The reward is fairly sizable for what you're all used to. The only catch is that it's been rumored that drow activity in the area has increased lately. I'm managing my tabs right now, don't worry guys. So, who wants to explain how they get to Diwali's office first?
I think at least one of them
I
used their
think-
legs. Sorry.
I think that a cloaked figure is this like an office in his home on his estate, or is this
It's like in a back alley. It's very to Gio it's probably normal. To everybody else, it's probably a little sketch.
okay. Yeah, Gio is going to go in there, hood up, being very taciturn, very stoic.
Okay. Gio, you enter through a creaky wooden door into a very cramped, kind of dimly lit office in a back alley of Carnathus. There are books and binders and files and loose papers stacked from floor to ceiling along all the walls. There's another door in the far wall of this office, but it's closed. The room smells like old parchment and smoke. Some candle smoke, some pipe smoke. And an old kind of like crinkly in the sense of like crumpled paper dwarf is sitting at a desk in there. He jumps a little bit in surprise at your entry. He seems like he was in the middle of something before you walked in. So while I'm busy uploading his portrait, who wants to describe how they got there next?
I will go ahead. Next to enter, probably a few minutes after, is Sorrel. So outside the building, if anybody happens to see this, he kind of walks up to the alley that would lead down to it, looks down it, looks a bit confused, and he checks the large leather-bound tome he's carrying, opens it, confirms something, and then heads on down into the alley, and then opens the door and walks in, walking in behind Geo and giving him a polite nod. Sorrel is... Did I say he's... How tall did I say he is? Why do I always give my character's height and then
5'8"? I don't know.
What height I gave them? 5'8", that sounds right, yeah. He's about 5'8", and so I believe he is the shortest in the party, so shorter than Geo by some amount. He is relatively thin with angular features, pale, and has red markings and tattoos on his face. Definitely not human. If whoever has had dealings with Asimar before would probably know it's him. Thank you, Kenji. And thank you, Milo, for making this. It was Milo who made this, right? Yeah, okay, making sure.
Yeah.
Yo!
was fun.
Anybody who's had dealings with Asimar before would recognize him as one, but I'll leave it up to you whether your characters would or would not. Otherwise, he just looks like a pale-ass human.
Sorrel, the guy standing to your right, is pretty heavily cloaked, would you say, Cody?
Yeah, I would say so.
I was in the middle of well, actually this token doesn't have Geo with his hood on, so I'll leave it there. Right.
Gives him a polite nod. It's probably just waiting to be received.
Professor Diwali Kroop says, "Oh, come in. Would you all like some tea? I wasn't expecting you all this early. I suppose time got away from me. But would you like some tea?" And he like busies himself knocking shit over and like readying like a tea kettle and some cups.
I'd love a glass.
I will also have one.
While Professor Kroop is knocking over damn near everything in his office in an attempt to find a kettle, tell me about Nubia arriving.
So, the final person to make their entrance would have been seen walking down the street in the alleyways, holding a book in front of her, and seemingly not looking at where she's going.
Sure.
But striking a very interesting figure. Long, curly raven hair under a dark hat, and wearing similarly dark clothing, but with some rather flashy accessories, though she's seems to give the air that if you were to attempt to take those accessories from her, the rapier at her hip would slice you to bits. But as she walks up to the door, opens it, and snaps her book shut and looks around, she says, "Diwali, you didn't tell me that you were offering this job to others.
Professor Croup pokes his head out from the door, the far side of his office, and he says, "Nubia, how lovely to see you."
She simply looks at him, arches an eyebrow as if to say, "Well."
He says, "Why don't you all take a second to get to know each other while I'm getting things ready?"
Sorrel stands there awkwardly for a moment before going, well, I suppose I'll go first. I'm Sorrel. Sorrel Yakan, if you'd like to know my last name. I've lived here all my life, and just looking to do the job.
Nubia nods at that, and then she looks at the cloaked figure. Doesn't say anything. Not to indicate that she doesn't care about what he said. She's just expecting him to speak next.
I am Geo.
Man of many words.
Right. Dr. Nubia Lupaster, adjunct professor at the University of Carnathas.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
Standing this close, how obvious is it that Geo is a drow?
You could probably, like, glance at his hands or peek under his hood and, I wouldn't say Geo's making it incredibly obvious to the casual observer, but yeah, standing this close to him, you can probably tell.
Okay. Sorrel, this is the first time you've seen a drow up close.
Yeah.
Your knowledge of drow has basically only come from, like, mentions of, drow raiding parties appearing at the northern tip and the northern tip of the northern island and the southern tip of the southern island.
Yep. I think at first Sorrel just didn't look, so didn't notice, but upon Geo speaking, he looks and registers that he is a drow. Probably gets a peek under the hood, and that's why. And his stance shifts. He's not like outwardly making distance from Geo, but it's clear that he's not entirely comfortable, but he's trying to give it a chance.
Sure. There's a guardedness about him.
Nubia simply raises a singular brow, but says nothing.
All right.
So, what did Professor Croup tell you about this exciting adventure?
Didn't tell me anything, just... Actually, can G... I heard about this job through other means, right? Other people?
It's up to you. I believe you, it was recommended to you by your buddy, right?
Yeah, okay, got it. So, I just wanted to make sure I understood. So, yeah, I heard about this job through the grapevine and thought I might show up and offer my services.
I see.
It's good money.
So he's just offering things to anyone these days.
Sorrel just nods, not going into that at all.
Sorrel just like 1,000-yard stare and like thumbs up.
Yeah. Hitting the Kaminari thumbs up.
Yeah. All right.
And you, my friend from below?
Geo winces a little at that.
I do have to make it clear, she does not, like, her tone is way more polite than when she said, oh, he's just offering this to anybody. Her tone seems to indicate a familiarity that is not unkind. Like she's not meaning it as in a I know what you are type way, but more of a
It's kind of like I know what you are and I don't care, or I know what you are and we are still friends.
Will someone
Yeah.
please post Whitney Houston in the comedy corner? Thank you.
Yeah, I think even with that being the case, Geo still flinches a little because he was trying to be a little incognito. And he does say, I am much the same. I was told of work by friend.
Alright. Second, I'm setting something up. Okay. Professor Krupp re-enters the room with kind of banged up looking little metal kettle and some tin cups full of tea. The tea smells really good. It smells a little spicy.
Thought you said the pea smells really good. Oh my god.
Girl,
Go ahead.
That's homemade,
Thank you,
all
Jaeger.
right.
why would you say that to me?
All disgusts me.
I can't help that voice chat is bad.
The tea, as in testosterone, with the tea. The cup smells really good. It smells like some kind of spicy cinnamon concoction. Sorry. As Krupp sits down at the desk with his own little cup. And he says, "All right, okay, let's get down to brass tacks." So, and he like unrolls a little map of Korath in front of you. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, okay.
Thank you,
Fuck.
Milo.
Help, I'm losing my audience.
Let me tell you about the concubines, Kenji.
God. The porcupines like to watch. Anyway, Professor Krupp rolls out a little map of Korath and he says, he points to a spot, on like the little, do you guys see the little, like island right at the very end here of the map?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
He indicates that spot. He says, here on this little island, there are a set of ruins of an old, maybe mid-sized town, maybe village, maybe somewhere in that area of ruins of a place like that. And in the course of my research, I have discovered that area holds an artifact of particular significance to me and my research. The artifact we're looking for is called a crystal key. It is exactly what it says on the tin. It will appear as a key made of crystal. I don't know where in that area it exactly is at, but I do know that somewhere there is a map that leads directly to it. And so getting our hands on that map would be a pretty significant boon to our investigation efforts. The only problem is that it is in a lockbox that can only be opened by someone who is pure of heart, which I certainly am not.
And you called me.
Diwali like sips his tea. At that moment, you hear some music floating in from outside. It appears that someone has taken up at the street piano just outside, like out of the alley and around the corner. And Diwali like gets up and like sticks his head out the window or sticks his head out the door and he says, "I didn't know that thing was still in tune." And you watch him with his like head like out the door as he like rubs his big beard and squints. And then shrugs. And he says, "Well, when we do find the map, I think we may have found someone who could open it."
Is that right?
You tell me. He like gestures out the door.
Nubia looks out the door.
Nubia, you see the scene of what if the Disney Prince Charming was real.
Mm-hmm.
Milo, if you'd like to describe what's currently happening.
Percy found the street piano. It might have taken a little bit of tweaking, but he got it playing well. And he's attracted a small crowd as he starts playing with just the biggest smile on his face, like eyes closed, smiling, in his element, thriving, moisturized. I can roll a performance if you like.
That's fine.
Yippee.
Well, I suppose it is worth a shot. He does look like the naive type to me.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Why don't you go ask him if he's seen anything or heard anything about a map to the Crystal Keys?
Nubia just sort of looks at him and she says, "What does she say?"
She opens her mouth and a little like clown honk comes out.
A little,
yes.
Vaguely.
little cuckoo bird pops out.
We'll just ask any civilian on the street about it.
Crypt just shrugs at you. Worth the shot.
Oral pops his head out and looks. Is Percy in like his armor and shit?
Yeah, he's wearing some very, it's not like particularly fancy studded leather, but it is practically new and very like nice looking. Strapped to his back are two gladius, and leaning against the piano bench next to him is a longbow.
Well, I don't think he's just a civilian. He's either a warrior or he's a noble pretending to be one based on how new that armor is.
Certainly not from here.
Could say that again.
What could he possibly know about the Crystal Key not being from Korith?
Oh. I mean, I'm from Korth and I don't know anything about this key, so it's worth a shot, I suppose. And we got to get the other player in the game, so sorry. That last part did not actually. He did not actually say the last part.
Crypt nods at the lot of you to like get going. Not that you have to get going at this instant, but he's like, yes, get the player in the game.
Listen, I know on a meta level we have to get our new player in the game, but
A bird shits perfectly through the open window directly into your eye.
Crypt just is like, well, I have literally no other leads, so
fine. I will bring him here. Would anyone care to join me?
I suppose I
Gio,
would. Okay, sorry.
Gio raises his hand.
I'll come along.
Yes. Are are you indicating that you're going to come, or are you indicating that you have a question?
I have question. How does sending small child to death in Grok territory help find Crystal Key again?
I think the key thing here, no pun intended, is that he may be the person that can open the box that we're trying to find, the pure of heart, as it were.
Herb explains to you that finding the map isn't like necessary, but it would be a really big help.
I suppose we can indulge Professor Kroop's whims? No. Whatever it is.
Herb bats his eyelashes at you.
Oh, don't give me that look. And Nubia steps out the door to start heading towards the beautiful young man at the piano.
Well, we'll do the same.
I think also it's worth noting that this is especially apparent to Geo and Sorrel, that, and probably also Nubia, she spent any like large amount of time in Karnathas, but that guy at the piano is wearing very nice clothes and armor and has very nice weapons and looks kind of well off. So it's entirely possible that even if he's not the guy you're looking for, he might get robbed
Fair
if you
point.
don't help him.
So we're also
Yeah,
doing
that's-
some good Samaritan work.
I mean,
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Gio's considering robbing him if only there were witnesses.
that's extremely funny. That's the funniest shit you could say to me.
Well,
If he hadn't attracted
Nubia,
a crowd with his piano playing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hang on,
Nubia
so-
is going to walk up to him, walk through the crowd to him, regardless of if Geo and Sorrel follow.
Sorrel's right behind.
Yeah, Gio will hang around in the back of the group, being awkward.
Cool.
Excellent.
And then she will politely wait for a pause in the music.
Considering this is like the third time this song is played, I think it's fair to say that maybe they approach just as the song is drawing to a close.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would stop the watch together, but I've got entirely too many tabs going on right now.
Percy's idle animation keeps repeating.
Yeah.
Nubia walks up and she claps politely and she says, "Bravo, bravo!
Actually,
What
I'm
an
good.
excellent performance."
Oh, thank you. I haven't gotten to play the piano in months. It's so nice to find one.
Months. Are you from Korith?
Oh, no, the mainland.
I see. I'm also a native of the mainland. You and I seem like we might have much to talk about. Why don't I treat you to some tea?
Oh, splendid. Tea sounds delightful.
Well, making a face like, oh my god, this kid is going to get robbed and die.
Nubia smiles, and then as she turns back to Sorrel and Geo, she mouths the words, "Oh my god," in this kind of way that indicates that she cannot believe it was that easy.
She's like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
This guy is an idiot, pure of heart, empty of brain.
Percy would absolutely fall for a free puppy scam.
Pure of heart, dumb of ass.
Yeah. So Nubia's just going to lead him back to Kroop's shady little alleyway office,
Yeah.
occasionally glancing at him to see if he is getting suspicious of
I think
anything.
Sorrel's just gonna straight up ask, do you often follow people into dark alleys without asking who they are?
Most people don't ask.
You know what? I can't argue with that.
Generally, one wants element of surprise in this situation, yes.
Well, Nubia, under her breath, says, "It doesn't seem like it will take much to surprise him."
Also this close, you can definitely tell that Percy smells like rose-scented perfume.
My God.
Percy would be a sensory nightmare for me to be around.
Nubia opens the door for Percy and like gestures him in, all kind and polite.
Oh, what a nice little establishment.
Isn't it? And then she just like gives this look to Sorrel and Geo as they follow him in.
Alright.
Professor Croup, we brought the young man who was playing oh so sweetly on the street.
Croup looks up from where he was like scribbling on a piece of paper, and he's like, "Oh,
Percy waves. Hello.
hello. I wasn't expecting it to go that fast. I'm pleased to see you're here.
It's delightful
Oh.
to meet you.
It is delightful to meet you as well. My name is Professor Diwali Group." So he like extends a wrinkled old hand to shake.
Percy shakes Croup's hand with both of his and says, "My name is Percy Elias Norman, at your service."
Croup just kind of blinks and says, "All right. I will say it's not often I get the full government introduction, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I have a bit of a problem in that I am looking for an artifact called a crystal key. And would you happen to know anything about a map to them? Would you happen to have heard of them? Anything?"
I got a map earlier,
get-
does that count?
Right before Percy says that, Nubia is standing there with her arms crossed, and she looks slightly smug.
Yeah.
And then he says that.
Yeah, Nubia was like totally expecting to like be right about Percy being a dead end.
Mm.
Yeah. And Sora will say, when he says it, Sora will say, "There is no way. There is just no way."
Croup just like blinks at you and he's like, "Have you?"
Yes, I met a friendly old man on the street near the docks. He asked me if I wanted a souvenir and said that this box he had could only be opened by someone of pure stature or something like that.
There's no way.
Someone with a massive dick, of course.
This has to be an unrelated map. It has to be. There's no way.
Do you have the box? Do you have the map still?
Of course.
Croup like
I
looks
tried
grabbing
to-
hands at you.
I tried to give him back the box, but when I looked up on the map, he was already gone. Percy will hand the box to Nubia. It is just an open, empty box. And the map, Percy will pull out of his inventory and hand to Croup.
Nubia's like looking at the box. Is like, did he relock it?
The lock is gone.
Yeah, the
It
lock,
crumbled
like,
when Percy touched it.
yeah.
Right. She like looks at the box and she's just like, it is a normal box.
Croup takes the rolled up map from you or fold it up. Or do you think Percy is a fold up the map or roll up the map kind of guy?
I think he's a fold up the map kind of guy because like rolling it up causes the paper to become like more warped.
Okay.
Only it gives it creases.
Hmm.
There was a lock with that box originally, but when I touched it, it crumbled away.
Croup takes the map from you and unfolds it in kind of a rush, and he's like, "By the gods, this is it. This is exactly the map. Nubia, I told you.
This is unprecedented.
I told you."
You could not have possibly known. You could not have possibly known.
What'd you say, Zelda?
And Sora says, "Aleos above, what the hell?"
Geo says to the room in Thieves' Cant, "Okay, good one. What is scam?"
Sora replies in Thieves' Cant, "I don't think it is, and I hate that."
Nubia also responds in Thieves' Cant.
Oh my god.
I don't know. She says something. She says something to the effect of, this has to be this is some kind of cosmic joke.
Percy says in God's Plain Common. What are we talking about?
Why are you
Diwali.
talking about horses and shit?
What?
Diwali. What is the goal here? What are you doing? How do you know this young man?
I don't.
Balderdash. This is clearly a setup of some kind.
On Moradin's Hammer, I've never met this man before in my life.
If it assures you, miss, I've only been in Carnathus for less than an hour.
Less than an hour. Nubia takes out her book and she starts writing and she says, and then you see her draw several like lines on various pages in the book, and she snaps it shut.
Snap it up, yeah.
She snaps it shut and she says, right, of course. This clearly must be kismet, then.
Ripper's unfolding the map more on his desk, and he says, it's already been activated. Fantastic. And he, like, flips it around so you guys can see that it is currently zoomed in on that island. It indicates a much more precise spot. That appears to be, like, glowing faintly. It actually gives you a little, like, almost projects an image of the area. Like, it's a little, like, you know those, like sci-fi, like, desktop projections?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
of a little set of ruins.
The camera
what
zooms
appear to
out,
be-
there's our world map, and then zooms back down on that.
Yeah. Appears to be a little, like, ruined town with, like, you know, crumbling wall and, you know, decayed houses and stuff. And he says, go ahead.
Would this like projection map be like considered unprecedented arcane technology?
Oh, yeah. This is, like, insane. You've never seen or heard anything like this before. Like, definitely, like, projections, like, magical projections are, kind of a new and experimental technology. But this map looks older than you.
Yeah,
Older than your mother.
older than the Sky Queen.
Older than
Mhm.
your mom.
I decided to reference it as older than your mother because Tyolina is a matriarchal society.
Yes. Nubia does like move forward and she looks at it and she says, "This is unbelievable."
It's incredible, isn't it? If we could get our hands on that crystal key, it may unlock, pardon the pun, some of the secrets about the ancient past of Korith.
Ooh.
Well, I
You are
suppose that
both
begs-
putting a lot of emphasis on your puns, considering they are unintended.
Like,
Oh,
waves
I
his hand
suppose that-
dismissively.
begs the question, Mr. Percy Elias Norman, would you be willing to join us on said journey, or failing that, could we barter for your map?
Percy's eyes actually light up at the offer, just like, oh, I was hoping you would ask. I'd love to come.
I really hoped you would just sell us the map. Okay.
Sora's like, is this guy for real?
Surely you have other obligations here in Carnathus?
Oh, I'm
Gavalda raises his
free.
hand. He's like, no, the wagon that I've arranged for you can definitely fit at least 4 people.
I'm free
Thank
as a
you.
bird.
Nubia just like glares at Kroop for a second and then she says,
He looks delighted.
"Then what brings you here to Carnathus?"
Oh, adventure, daring do, the lure of the unknown.
Deception. Maybe a roll insight.
Deception?
Insight.
Yo, also roll inside.
First
Oh,
rolls
my
of
cup is in
the
the other room.
first rolls of the campaign, baby.
Hold on.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Wow, that's a really good insight from Geo. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not beating
Oh
that.
yeah. I gave him expertise in it.
Oh.
No, I gave him expertise in stealth.
What did Percy
Never mind.
get on?
You rolled- Percy has not rolled deception from what I can see, although he
Oh, I was
rolled-
rolling analog. Sorry. Do you want me to roll digital?
Yeah. Should be
Yeah.
fine. It just makes it easier for me to keep track of, unless you just put it in the chat, which would be like whatever.
8. Thumbs up emoji.
8. Thumbs up
I think
emoji.
Sorrel will roll
8.
insight as well.
Oh.
Just trying to figure out the new character sheet. Bit weird.
Sure, take your time.
21.
21. Nice.
Why
21?
didn't I give her expertise in it? It's like,
Sorrel says in Thieves' Cant, "This is a load of barnacles."
Just a load of barnacles. Nuba, you're like, you're definitely sure this guy isn't on the up and up, but you have like no clue. Not like no clue, but like you're just like this boy ain't right.
Like, I can't prove it, but
Mhm.
there's something wrong here.
Milo, would you like to describe what Geo and Sorrel get on a 21 and 23? I don't want to like give more away than you'd like.
Yeah. I think the vibe that they get is that Percy is definitely genuinely into the idea of an adventure. But you definitely also get that Percy saying that is his adventure being his reason for being in Korith is not on the up and up.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lie of omission happening here.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I think that makes Sorrel less suspicious of this child.
And thus begins Nubia's conspiracy board.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like a person
Geo-
who's hiding something, he can understand. A person who's here just because he's a golden puppy, not so sure. Go ahead, Cody.
Geo is actually going to say directly to Percy, I am Geo. I do not think I introduced myself before. Are you sure?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, there's Sweet Shop down the road that seems more your speed, is what I'm getting at. Much adventure to be had, maybe start small?
Oh my
I-
god, please say it.
Say what?
Age of majority.
So
You don't have to.
I understand that perhaps humans and elves don't age on the same rate as each other, but I assure you I am age of majority and raring to go. I can handle myself.
Okay, you say this, and you understand makes worry greater, yes?
I'm a perfectly competent fighter.
I think what my friend here may be insinuating is less that you're not a competent fighter, but more that do you think you can handle the emotional travails of adventuring?
I assure you I'm perfectly fine.
Not to beat a dead horse, but I want to make sure you understand what you're getting into. The area we're going to is known for drow raids. And I think he almost unconsciously, his eyes flicker towards Geo when he says that. So I want to say, I want Sorrel to be suspicious of Geo. If it gets too far into the lines of racism and it makes you uncomfortable, please let me know.
Will do. I was just gonna say, since Sorrel is an island native, is there any chance he would have heard of me?
Actually, I'll leave it to Kenji.
I would say that Geo is probably more known on the South Island.
Fair.
You said it's only been a year or two since Geo emerged from the Underdark. And maybe it's been a bit of a winding path to get to the North Island, and maybe you haven't been there for quite as long.
So why don't we
Makes
do a
sense.
compromise? Sorrel probably knows there's a drow going around who's being a hero, but has no clue it's Geo, has no way of knowing.
All right. Makes sense to me.
Well, if you're sure, I'm certain that Professor Krupp has adequate funds to cut you in on the reward. And she like looks at Krupp and like bats her eyes at him. Like, you're not gonna split it 4 ways now that there's someone here. You're going to like give him a share, but not out of my share.
Mm-hmm. Krupp like peeks up from his tea and he says, "Right, well, Mr. Norman, yes? I am pleased to have you as part of the team.
I'm delighted to be here.
There is, at the north end of the city, a wagon and a horse waiting for you. That is, unfortunately, all I could arrange for in terms of accommodations. You will have to pay for your own lodging along the way. So I recommend taking the time to prepare before you set out. But beyond that, that is all the information I have to offer you. May the winds of fortune be ever at your back. And return safely."
Most excellent.
Cool. Nubia looks at Percy and she says, "I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. My name is Dr. Nubia Lupastra, Adjunct Professor of Anthropology at Carnathis University Outpost." And she says the outpost very softly.
Yeah.
Oh, a doctor. That's very impressive.
And also, she does hold out her hand to shake.
Percy shakes her hand with both of his.
Can you give me an insight?
I can certainly try. Come here, Percy.
Oh,
Oh.
that is. Oh, I see. A deception. Okay.
Yeah,
10.
Nubia is very perfectly able to hide that she finds it, that she does not like that he used both hands to shake her hand.
His smile is big and so genuine and so warm.
With her other hand behind her back, Nubia does thieves' cant at whoever is behind her. Someone introduce themselves now.
Sorrel will pick up on that and say, "And I'm Sorrel. Sorrel, you come."
Sorrel.
Let me ask you: does Percy know anything about religion?
He is not proficient.
So probably wouldn't recognize. So Sorrel almost is always carrying his tome at his waist. It's almost like he doesn't want to let go of it. Like he has a bag it could go in, but he doesn't want to put it there. And there is a symbol on the tome of some kind of what you assume is some organization. Don't know what then, probably, if you're not proficient. As he says his name.
Sorrel Khan, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Sorrel will put out his hand for a handshake.
Percy will mercifully free Nubia and shake Sorrel's hand.
Well, shall we head to market then, just to procure a few supplies before heading out?
By all means.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Off to market we go.
Off to market.
Geo follows behind, lighting a cigarette.
Makes sense to me. Sorry, I was busy reading a thing. All right, the Carnathus marketplace is definitely. I know I keep saying like, "Ooh, hub of activity, ooh, hustle and bustle," but like legit, it's not the busiest place you've ever been. Percy, it's the busiest place you've been in a while for sure.
Mhm.
And Sorrel, I would say this is actually the busiest place you've ever been. You've been here before, but it's still quite the onslaught of sights, smells, sounds. There's people hawking their wares from all angles. There's stalls for days with, colored fabric awnings. There you can definitely smell quite a variety of street food. And there are also like standing, like brick and mortar shops all along this high road. So,
Well, Sorrel's gonna look for places selling food, specifically probably salted meats, veggies,
Rations?
stuff like that. Yeah, so he's looking for stuff to cook with, specifically.
for sure.
If it's okay with you, I think it would be fun to really get into like what he's buying when, so I could
Sure.
get into that. Yeah.
Sure. Hell yeah. Alright. Sorrel on the grocery trip, you hit up a butcher, you hit up a couple of local farmers for fruits and vegetables, as well as a local rancher for what's another animal product? Eggs? You want eggs?
Eggs don't keep very long.
Probably some like
Actually,
jerky.
Well, he could just get jerky from the butcher.
maybe some lard.
Yeah,
Ooh, lard is smart.
yeah.
Mhm.
That checks out for sure.
Alright.
Yeah,
And then
lard.
also he will stop by a bakery and get some bread.
Sure. What do you get from the butcher?
Salted beef.
Salted beef.
And, I think salted beef and salted ham. Unfortunately, because it needs to keep everything, is going to be hilariously oversalted. Nothing.
Sure. You have expensive taste getting beef. I'm not gonna charge you for supplies because you're all just like brand new starting out, unless you're like buying something like humongous.
Okay.
And also because I don't want to go look at tables for that right now.
Yeah.
Let's say actually I lied. I'm gonna take it back. Let's say
Yeah, if it's
Right.
like I'm buying specific things, I don't mind specifically.
yeah. Let's simplify it down to like how many days rations do you think?
Preferably, how long is the trip to probably Eventide?
The trip to Eventide. It could be. Each square, by the way, is 1 day. If you went up through Toll Town, it would take you about 12 days to get to Eventide. It would take you slightly less time if you decided to skip Toll Town, which is a toll road, and go directly along the mountains, although it would be much rougher country.
I actually don't know ration prices. He would want
okay, I'm
to
looking it up.
get like
I know.
he would want to get 12 days or 14 days worth to make sure we can get to Eventide. I don't
Sure.
know if he could afford that.
I know that
14 days worth of rations for 4 people. Why aren't you giving me a cost?
I know that 10 days worth of rations for one person is 5 gold. Because that's how much,
Yes. 10 days worth of rations for one person is 5 gold. So it would cost you,
basically it's
Um,
1 gold for 2 rations.
yes, each ration is 5 silver.
Okay, so then multiply that by 7 and then by 4. Yeah, I don't
Well,
get that. Good.
we all started with
10 rations.
I mean, in like, yeah, if you chose class equipment, anyways. So, it would be ideal to stock up in case something happens, but it's not necessarily, necessary.
You
Yeah.
definitely all, unless somebody doesn't have rations. If you don't have rations now, speak forever or hold your paninids.
I don't think I added them, but it's probably
have
just something I
rations.
missed.
Can I get a gourmet paninits?
A paninids.
Percy also has
Not
rations.
yet. Well, let's just say. All right, so maybe you only need enough maybe you just want more extra rations. You definitely have enough to make it like through Toll Town if you want to go that way. But if you just want a little extra, just maybe enough extra food for 2 days for your group. That would cost you. My ability to do math just left me completely.
4 times 2.
40
is-
silver, so 20 gold.
Is that right? For 2 days?
I think so. It's 5 silver per person per day.
5 times 4 times 2. No, that is right. Damn. Fucking Christ.
Food's expensive.
All right, and I start with I think 30 gold because it was like 15 for my background, 15 for my class. Ugh.
Lol.
Screw it. So would you be okay with then, since we did start with rations, for me to say that that food was just like part of the starting rations then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
So then yes. For flavor, Sorrel will be buying it now because I find that fun, but we will be just having that be part of his open his beginning equipment then. Once we get more money, I will be able to do that a lot more.
Hell yeah. So you get salted beef and ham from the butcher. What do you get in terms of like things that aren't meat?
Potatoes and carrots for sure.
Some good old root vegetables that keep for a while.
Yep. And I think from the bakery he gets specifically like what's the kind of bread I'm thinking of here?
Like hardtack or like a baguette?
I'm thinking like a baguette, I think, is the
Okay.
item
I
for.
think Sorrel should get sweet Hawaiian rolls.
I would
Vaguely.
love that. I would love those so
Get a
much.
King's Hawaiian branded baguette.
The idea is he's gonna want to make sandwiches and stew, so that should be everything he needs for that.
Cody?
Cheese too.
Fuck yeah.
A fucking ham slider on a sweet Hawaiian roll.
Yeah, real.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. All right. What is everybody else getting to prepare? If anything, you don't have to.
Well, I know Nubia, who is used to like field work and roughing it sometimes. Definitely a bedroll and a tent.
Sure.
Do you want me to fuckity fuck balls?
Find the price for that.
No, I mean I can. It should be bedroll. Bedroll cost 1 gold piece.
Yippee!
I'll say that Nubia took it upon herself to be the person to like procure like camping supplies. Like I assume Sorrel's gonna have shit like pots and pans.
Yeah, you could probably hear it clattering around in his bag. He has a set of chef's utensils.
Oh, perfect. And okay. Ooh, what about a tentacle rod? I'm kidding. It's just
That'd be very silly.
For free?
Like
So
for
yeah,
free?
I like the idea of Nubia getting the camping supplies while Sorrel gets the food. I like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. And she will get 2 tents because they sleep 2.
Hmm.
Each tent sleeps 2. Yeah.
Hell yeah. You enter like
But,
a small like camping supplies shop. It's kind of dusty. It's giving very like army surplus store. You pick up some good tents for cheap.
Yeah. You all can add a bedroll to your inventory.
Yay!
Nubia 4, 8. Okay.
That's not how you spell bedroll. That's how you spell bedroll.
Let's see, what else? Does anyone have oh wait, I have a tinderbox. Okay, good.
I also have a tinderbox.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have everything that came with the Explorers pack, so I'm kitted out as far as pretty much all of the camping supplies go.
I started with the
Cool.
Scholars pack, so I really don't have much.
I started with a Dungeoneers pack because that's what 2024 Rogue gives you.
Yeah.
Not to brag or anything, but I have oil.
Wow, ink costs 10 gold.
I
Ink's
have ink.
expensive.
That's because they're homophobic to wizards.
Sorrel has infinite
Yeah.
ink.
Yep, I do start with actual ink, but yes, I do also have infinite ink.
Yes.
The regular ink is for when it's too embarrassing to use your finger, your inky
Yeah.
pinky.
Yeah, I hate it.
Nubia has her notebook, so she doesn't really need paper. Can you guys think of any other camping supplies we may need?
Giant rusty anchor.
Of course.
Torches? I have no idea.
I use that in a
How much
Elden
can,
Ring playthrough.
in terms of like
Okay.
camping supplies, I'm very. How much can one banana be? $10?
Okay. I have a lantern. I have oil for it, so when it comes to light, I think we'll be okay.
I also have
Mhm.
a light cantrip, but we might get separated, so good idea.
I have torches.
And
Good,
they have
good,
advanced
good.
dark vision.
Yeah.
I think the only person in the party who doesn't have dark vision is Percy.
Yeah, probably.
Not only is Percy the only person without dark vision, he's also the only person without thieves' cant somehow.
Yeah, so this is a very much 3 suspicious people with the baby.
Yeah.
And their pet golden retriever
my
that they have
God.
to stop from eating plastic.
Yeah.
Guys, you know what this is?
3 men and a baby.
This is fucking Tokyo Godfathers.
Yay!
Yippee! Oh yeah.
But
I also have a
yeah,
crowbar.
I've
Excellent.
also got a crowbar.
I also have a crowbar, I think.
Oh, the fuck.
I also
Gio,
have...
do you a crowbar?
Hold on, let me see if I'm part of
Oh,
Crowbar.
Wilbur jump scare. Jesus Christ.
I
I
also...
saw Wilbur on the underside of my leg, and then I lost track of him, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, big flop.
Big flop Wilbur.
Anyway, sorry.
I also have
No,
caltrops.
I think Crowbars come with the Dungeoneers kit, the Explorers pack switches it out for a shovel.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have gotten the crowbar, but I got mine from my background.
Well, at least we have a shovel.
A shovel is a good tool to have. I
You
also
can't
have...
dig up dirt piles without a shovel.
Exactly.
I also have
Yeah.
caltrops.
You need
Do
to
I
move
have
the thing.
Oh, hey, you have
I don't
D4.
know.
Got it.
I don't know why Baldur's Gate 3 won't let you dig up dirt piles with the god-given shovels at the end of your arms, but you need a shovel to dig up dirt piles.
I'm just
to be
imagining
fair-
one of the companion characters just like on all fours digging like a dog.
Garlock.
Like you can get it done, but digging with your hands is very difficult and painful. If it's not super loose dirt, you're not going to be able to get too far on your own hands without hurting yourself.
As someone who harvests a half acre of potatoes every year, no, you want a shovel, my friend.
I also have 1,000 ball bearings.
Yay!
Time to go slippy slidey.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yippee!
I think we have all of the basics at least. And anything we forget and realize we need, we can probably grab at Toll Town. Hopefully.
Geo, Percy?
I have perfume.
I should be good on everything, although I do want to do a little roleplay thing,
Yes.
which is that while Nubia and Sorrel are doing this, I want to demonstrate to Percy how to get a discount at these shops.
Go on then.
I would like, if possible, to find a beggar, preferably an endearing orphan.
Yeah, there are, Karnathis is, Korth is kind of a socialist utopia, but that doesn't mean there aren't begging orphans. The old fantasy standard on the side of the road. So yes, you do find a, dirty, sack-clothed, Victorian orphan.
You, little one.
Oh, mister, can I help you? Do you have any coin?
I knew you were gonna give a Cockney accent.
You got games on your phone?
What the hell is a phone?
Spare coin for a little child?
You see that bead necklace over there on that stall?
I do.
Here is 2 gold.
Wow. This is more money than I've ever held in my life.
Okay, Cody wasn't sure out of character if we were doing it fair in style or not. But I've committed now. Here is 2 gold. You can keep it if you go haggle for that necklace. Did I lose rights?
No, you didn't. I'm just like struggling to process. Are you doing this while Percy's like with you?
Geo like turns around to be like, Percy, are you getting all of this? And Percy is just like handing gold coins to orphans.
Yeah, like, I was imagining you turn around and Percy's already bought the necklace. Like, I got it for you, Geo, here.
Yeah.
He's actually distracted by the orphans. He's just giving them gold coins. He gives a total of 4 orphans a gold piece each.
Hell yeah. Geo, this tiny dirty child looks up at you a bit confused, and he says, "Do you want me to bring you the necklace, or?"
Yes, but it's important you don't pay first asking price. And do you know why, small child?
Why's that?
Because your money is worth more than that guy thinks. Don't let him screw you over.
Huh. I guess you're right. This little kid will, like, with his newfound confidence given to him by this stranger, like, puff out his chest and, like, strut over to this shopkeeper, and you watch him go back and forth with the shopkeeper a bit, and you can definitely tell that, like, the kid is, like, thinking he's hot shit. And the shopkeeper is kind of just, like, indulging him with, like, an annoyed look, kind of just to, like, get him away. He's like, alright, yeah, sure, whatever, take it. And he hands, you watch the exchange happen of this kid to pay, not even, 2 gold, but just 1 gold for this necklace. And this kid struts back to you, Geo, and he says, I got it! I got it for less than they were asking.
Good on you, little one. I will take necklace. The rest of gold is yours.
Oh, thank you very much. I think I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to start a business.
I'm going to invest in crypto.
You watch this kid strut off into the distance around a corner, unsure of what horror you've just brought upon the world.
We come back.
The lesson there, Percy.
Good.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
The lesson there, Percy, is shopkeepers will take bullshit from children, and this is why you have them do the haggling for you.
So is it bad that I already bought this loot?
Percy, describe your loot.
It's very nice. Shiny, nice wood.
Mm-hmm.
It's a loot.
Geo, you know the going rate for a loot in these parts is about 35 gold.
Well, not my money.
Sorrel walks up, holding a burrito he's procured because I have one now and I think it's funny. Well, I think we're all good on food. We won't be hungry for our trip.
Excellent.
Nubia trudges over with the 2 tents and she says, "And we can at least stay warm and dry."
Hey, Wilbur. Geo, you can resell that necklace for 5 gold if you like.
Excellent. I immediately do.
Profit, stonks.
You watch the necklace disappear in a puff of smoke from Geo's hand, and a small stack of 5 gold coins appear in its way. He's like, sick. Alright. Alright. Headed off to the north side of the city, where the northern stables are at, to pick up your horse and wagon. There is another fantasy standard Victorian orphan hawking newspapers on the corner of a couple of streets where they meet.
Ooh. I'll take a paper.
That'll be 5 copper, please.
Percy,
Geo, you see it's the same orphan that you just convinced to start a business by accident.
I give him the sub nod.
He gives you like a bro nod, like, yeah, we know each other. Parentheses, you don't.
Percy checks his coin purse. I don't suppose you can break a gold.
You're in luck, Mr. I, in fact, can. Somehow this kid manages to have 95 copper pieces on him in the time that he left Geo until it right now.
Yay!
Bronx.
And trades you 1 gold for 95 copper and a newspaper.
Yay!
Nubia was going to buy a newspaper, but she's just going to read Percy's when he's done with it.
Hell yeah.
Leo feels a swelling of pride in his heart for the first time.
Is this what being paternal feels like?
Sorrel actually kneels down in front of the kid and says, "Once you're done for the day, head to," and he gives directions to a place that he's the only one from this city, so he's the only one who would know where the church is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys don't know where the directions are to, but he's telling the kid to head to somewhere. They'll give you a place to sleep and some food if they have it.
Oh, wow. Free handouts from the government.
God, you're gonna make me spit out my food.
Fucking sick! I'm gonna go be a welfare queen!
He just says, sounds exploitable, thanks.
Percy will,
He does thank you profusely.
Yeah.
For the
Hell
tip.
yeah.
Oh, Wilbur.
Percy will read the paper as they walk.
Oh, I'm actually gonna have you read it on your way out of the city,
Sick.
if that's okay.
Can't read and walk.
Sorry,
Nope.
it's against
Unless
the
you're
law.
Nubia.
unless you're
Can't-
Nubia. Women can do anything, as
Exactly.
it turns out.
If first he opens
it's
the
just-
newspaper while mid-step, he'll actually get tackled by 16 guards.
You know, he actually gets instantly robbed by like 5 people at once.
Oh no, my 95 copper.
Listen, it's very important. But yeah, so you make it to the stables. You explain who you're coming from. The stable master kind of just like gives you a look and is like, "Yeah, you guys look the sort of freaks he would hire." And directs you to a rickety-looking wagon and an even ricketier-looking horse.
Nubia is disgusted, and she says,
Oh.
"How much is it for some high quality feed?"
The stable master gives you a price that seems very expensive. And you presumably are like, "Dang, that's expensive," and you pay it anyway because I'm doing other stuff right now.
I do want to say that the prohibitively expensive feed causes Nubia to go, "How dare you? You're lucky I don't report you to the Board of Animal Welfare for this." Doing a bunch of pomp and circumstance before she hands over the money, and she says, "I hope you're happy with yourself," and loads it onto the cart.
The stable master just shrugs as he forks over a couple bags of feed for your horse that are stamped with the insignia of the head family of Foros. So this stuff, definitely high quality.
That's fair. And then for a bit of a roleplay moment, Nubia approaches Sorrel and she says, "Do you have an apple?"
I hadn't. Let me roll a luck roll. Unless Kenji, you think I would have just had an
Apple? I mean,
apple.
you did just go buy food, so...
Yeah, I just didn't mention it, so I wasn't sure.
So-
Yeah, okay. If
fine.
I'll say he got a couple of fruits for snacking along with his burrito. I
Great.
suppose.
Right.
Hands her an apple, I should say.
Thank you. And she walks up to the horse, and well, before that, she takes up one of her daggers and cuts the apple up, and then she walks over to the horse, pauses when she sees that
Percy's already petting him.
Percy's already petting him, and then she walks up anyway and says, "Here, give him one of these," and hands him an apple slice.
Oh, excellent. Here you go, you poor dear.
The horse who
Geo-
I've just... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna start an aside with Sorrel, so
Okay. Stable master informs you that the horse is female and her name is Carolyn.
Yay! Sweet
Horse-
Caroline.
It's Horselin.
Go ahead.
Geo is going to tap Sorrel on the shoulder.
Or will turn. Yes.
What the fuck is that?
What? The horse?
Fuck is a horse?
Oh, right. Underground, right. It's a beast of burden sounds bad, but I guess that's what they call it. We use horses for riding, for pulling carriages, for really a lot of things.
Oh, he's having his news.
Why is that and not Rothe?
Sorry, you never heard of
Pardon
Rothe.
Yeah, I know. I figured he hadn't.
Pardon?
Rothe, big, wiry hair, curly horns. Rothe.
That's not ringing a bell. I think that's not an animal that we interact with.
I thought you
Sorry,
were just gonna
That's not
stop
an
at that. That's not an animal. Just
Yeah,
accuse
that's not
Geo
an
making shit up.
You're
Sorrel-
lying.
Sorrel's just like, that's a sheep, actually.
Yeah.
It's entirely too warm in here. Where the hell's my remote?
It's like, are you referring to goats?
Yeah. I think it must just be a difference of culture then. We don't have those around here. We use horses because they're big and strong and frankly they constantly want to kill themselves, but we stop them from doing it. That's a joke. They will just fall off of cliffs if you're not careful.
Oh, I see. Very funny joke. Yes.
I hate that you said that because it makes me feel so dumb.
Geo sweating profusely, just like, great.
Nubia and Percy are.
Zel-
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna ask, Zelda, were you around when we decided that Geo is afraid of horses?
I don't think I was, no.
Fucking lol.
And then there are Nubia and Percy cooing at it gently and feeding it apples.
Maybe I was there. Maybe I forgot. Anyways,
I know you're
Sora
really
wouldn't
sleepy
know,
tonight.
so- Yeah. So Sora wouldn't know, so he's just gonna. Are you okay?
We'll be fine. I can drive horse cart. He's same as giant spider cart.
I am.
Geo Carolyn looks over Nubia and Percy's shoulders to stare directly at you. You get the sense she can smell your fear.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
She's one of them horses that has the spooky blue eyes.
Trust me, they're not. They're more scared of you than you are of them. And then if you frighten them, they will end you with a swift kick to the forehead. That's not helping, is it?
Do you get the sense that Carolyn is, contrary to Sora's belief, not afraid of you at all?
This makes sense. I too kick things in forehead when they scare me.
Do you do a flip or? Sorrel's saying that completely literally.
It's important to find common ground in all things.
Yeah. Yeah.
All will be fine.
Look, for what it's worth, I think I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. There's a pretty bad stereotype of drow around here, and I can't help but worry. But if we're gonna travel together, we should not be uncomfortable. He'll hold out his hand to shake.
Geo shakes it, but does not take his eyes off Carolyn.
She looks at me, and I look at her.
Hell yeah. I see that Milo has already set Percy's token down on the board, which I cannot select for some reason. But if you would all be so kind as to put your tokens on the board, the front slot is whoever is driving the carriage, and the 4 back slots are whoever's in the carriage.
Or will not be driving, unless nobody else does. He will do it if nobody else does, but he does not have the experience to do so otherwise.
I wouldn't say that Nubia is exactly experienced at driving a carriage with a horse, but it can't be that difficult.
Geo does actually have land vehicle proficiency.
Oh,
Everybody
Does
get in
he
the
want-
fucking car.
That's
does he
funny.
want to drive the horse?
He wants to prove that he can drive the horse.
So, okay. In that case, Nubia will let him drive the horse.
Hell yeah.
Geo will drive the horse.
Geo drives the horse.
After settling into the cart, Percy will crack open the newspaper to read.
Hell yeah. I'm a fool. I have traveling music. Okay. Geo, when you like give the reins a flick to get Carolyn to start moving, you get the distinct sense that she is moving not because you instructed her to, but because she wants to. And that she definitely does not find you worthy.
This really is mare
Is it a
behavior.
horse or a cat?
It's a mare. What do you want from her?
Who's to say? Carolyn is beyond categorization.
Oh, the
And
damn
on
thing
your-
is-
Box, I'm emptying a 9mm clip into it.
On
Did
your
you
way out of the
order
city,
another cocktail? Sorry, go ahead.
you-
Sorry.
as you leave Carnathus in the hills behind you, Percy, you unfurl that newspaper.
Yay!
I would like to read over his shoulder.
Certainly, go ahead and read it out loud, actually, if you wouldn't mind, Nubia. I don't know if it's visible to you now, I assume. It has everything in like more readable text at the bottom.
Yes.
Oh, that is so good. Thank you. I did not scroll.
3 long, grueling months after the untimely death of the previous High Mage of Lariad, His Royal Highness Prince Dorian Lanark, the most tense Wisenmoot. Is it Wisdenmoot or Wisenmoot? Nubia would know.
Wizenmoot.
Percy will also whisper, it's Laranark, actually.
She does not respond. Wizenmoot has finally ended. After what sources say was a debate so heated that actual fire magic was involved, the Mages Guild has elected a new High Mage of Lariad. The High Chancellor and brother to the King, Prince Elric Lariad,
Elric, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Prince Eric, she pronounces it correctly this time,
Laranark.
has Laranark. Prince Eric Laranark has been offered the position due to his significant contributions to the field of transmutation. Sources from within the Mages Guild report that his strongest competition was Lady Cressida von Rivers, also nobility of Lariad. Some members of the Mages Guild used the Wisenmoot as an opportunity to advocate against nobility being able to run for high-ranking positions within the Mages Guild, to very little success, given High Mage Eric's popularity. Interesting.
What's a Wizenmoot?
It is essentially a gathering of, I'm extrapolating. Tell me if I'm wrong, Kenji. But
Oh, I have a question for you. Do you think Nubia is part of the Mages Guild?
no, but I think she would know about its operations.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You can go ahead. I think anything you get wrong is purely in character.
Yeah. Well, it is a gathering of high ranking officials of the Mages Guild to elect a new leader. Sorry, I'm the one who's stuttering, not Nubia. To elect a new leader outside of normal proceedings. Normally they would choose a leader through more typical means, but due to Prince Dorian's untimely death, this was highly irregular.
Of course, the untimely death of Prince Dorian is also news to Nubia. News to all of you, but it may be of varying levels of importance.
Yeah, Sorrel has no idea.
I wasn't aware that
Prince Dorian?
yeah, no, I was reading something else. I wasn't aware
sorry.
that Prince Dorian had passed away.
I'm surprised you hadn't heard. How long have you been here in Korath instead of on the mainland?
Oh, she taps her chin. She says, "How long ago was the Gloamingwood incident?"
5 years ago, I believe.
About 5 years. I will admit I haven't been keeping up with much of. I haven't been keeping up with much of anything outside of the Water Lily. Sorry, the University at Tyaluna.
Ah, then I suppose it makes sense that you haven't heard. It was only a few months ago that the princes were assassinated.
Both princes?
There's
Yes.
3, actually.
All three princes? Sorry.
I'm afraid I don't know much about the third, but the Crown Prince, Prince Rowan, and his younger brother Dorian were both assassinated by Tyluna.
Oh, I see. And is it without question that it was a attempt is it without question that it was a Tylunan assassination?
I'm afraid so. They invited the prince out for peace talks to resolve the war that's been spreading after the Gloamingwood incident. The princes went to, from what I've heard, the princes went to meet them for the peace talks, but it was an ambush. They were killed and their bodies taken to prevent resurrection.
And Nubia is scanning the paper again. She says, "But it is clear that Prince Eric was not present at this ambush."
Prince Arik isn't in line for the throne.
Well, of course, but he. Hold on. Of course, right. What a shame.
Yes, it is. They were good men, it seems.
This does present an interesting political situation. If Prince Eric has been named the leader of the Mages Guild, what of
Actually,
hmm?
it's Prince Eric has been named the leader of particularly the Lariat branch of the Mages Guild. It's an international
Right.
organization.
Got it. If he's been named the leader of the Lariat Mages Guild, then what of his duties as Crown Prince?
He's not the Crown Prince.
Well, but his brothers have perished, haven't they?
I believe you misunderstand. Eric is not the son of the king. He is the brother of the king.
I see.
He would, yes, he would not become crown prince unless it turned out that all 3 princes had perished.
Forgive me. I don't know much of politics.
It's okay.
What a world out there. 33 years and I have never left Carnathus.
Truly.
Yeah, you all saying all that made me realize I knew nothing of anything outside of my city. I think I need some new perspective.
Well, Korith is very, very far from the rest of the world.
And an awfully boring boat ride.
I'll attest to that.
As you're cresting a hill, Sorrel, you get to see the rest of this area of the North Island laid out before you. And this is as far from home as you've ever been.
This is it, Frodo. One more step and I'm as far from home as I've ever been. Sorry.
What's out there, do you think?
What's out there like beyond? So are you asking like me to decide what's there, or were you asking what Sorrel thinks?
I'm
is out
asking what Sorrel is thinking about right
Okay.
now. Seeing the rest of the
Uh,
island laid out before him.
Well, Sorrel's seen maps, so he knows generally to expect the general layout. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, there's let me get to the actual map here so that I can. Oh, the proper map has not been updated in the maps channel.
Ah!
God,
That's
I
okay, I'll
want
put you
to see
back.
the
Hang on, don't
road.
worry,
Thank you.
guys.
I
Hang
want
on,
to
wait,
see
I
the
got
road.
it. Everybody shut the fuck up, stop looking at me. Ah!
Thank
I'm
you.
scared.
So he knows that it is a couple days journey to Toll Town, and he's heard, you know, that it's not a horrifically difficult journey. So he's expecting probably open plains, maybe some small forests as they travel along a dirt road into the next town and then beyond.
It's like a well-packed dirt road, but I mean, a dirt road is a dirt road.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking. Yeah, it's been traveled so much that even had it not been defined by it being an actual road, just people walking along it would have made a desire path.
Sure.
But
All right.
yeah, he's not expecting anything special or anything like that.
Gio, you're in a standoff with Carolyn.
She's fully turned
Tell
around
me
just
about
to
it.
look at you.
No, like she's going, but like
Like
the
walking
air
backwards.
tense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in a standoff with Carolyn in what way?
Like she's obeying your commands from the reins for now.
For now.
Tell me about it. Tell me about Gio's experience driving a horse-drawn carriage for the first time. Or not carriage, a horse-drawn wagon for the first time.
Gio is concentrating on it very hard. And he is jumping occasionally when the horse whinnies.
As you are descending the big hill on the way out of Carnathus, Gio, knowing deep within his heart that he's on thin ice with this whatever the fuck it is, horse, Percy starting his brand new adventure, Sorrel leaving his home for the first time, Nubia on the hunt to help a friend, to prove a friend wrong, to just get our hands all up in the archaeology up in there. I think that's where we're gonna call it for the night, if that's okay with everybody.
Yay!
Fun!
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Thank you everybody for playing.
Thank you, Kenji,
Thank you for DMing.
DMing.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say thank you,
Whoa.
Cody, for DMing. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
me
hold
too,
on.
and I was like, wait. The image of Baby No Money pointing at himself, just like, me?
Me?
Alright.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm excited to see where y'all's
Yeah.
characters go. I was
Yeah.
smart and I had food ready for today, so I didn't go starving by the end of it.
Yay!
Hooray! Smart little girl.
Yeah, because last time I had to dip out because one, I was tired, but two, I was starving.
I remember.
And that checks out because if I have my other session, then I have 5 hours of D&D back to back, and I need a snack somewhere in there.
And that's fair.
Felt that.
But yeah. How'd I do? What'd you like? What did you not like?
Yay!
Oh, Jesus Christ, Smudge. Sorry, he scared the shit out of me. Go on.
Well, since it is your first session DMing this, I don't think I could properly say if there was anything I didn't like yet.
Yeah. I think it would have to be
Like-
something that like we see over multiple sessions to say, hey, I'm not sure if this particular thing is working out, blah blah blah.
Yeah. I think that it was a good first start. There was nothing that was like so glaringly bad or wrong that I feel the need to say anything.
Overall, I just no specific feedback. I just had fun. And I think that's the
Oh, yeah.
most important thing.
I caught a lot of the references you were making, a lot of the allusions, and I am staring at you like Whitney Houston.
Personally, I only caught one major one, and that is Carolyn the horse.
Cody, I want
We're
you to DM
also-
me what you think.
We're also basically playing the Thousand Year Door.
Oh my
shoves
fucking
Cody into
God.
a trash can?
I hate you because you're right.
What's the
I love-
1,000-year door?
No, don't look into it, please.
Okay, I'm gonna end the recording here. Say bye bye,
Alright.
bus.
Oh man.
Bye,
Bye,
penis.
Buzz.
Bye.